Hello, my name is Dr. David Barela, and I would like to explain the process of a fugue. A fugue is a process of construction. It's not a form. Don't make that mistake of calling a fugue a form. It's a process where each voice, and there are multiple voices, are introduced one at a time. You're all familiar with the tune "Row, row, row your boat," and then another voice comes in, "Row, row, row your boat." That's called a canon. And that is a similar process, but a fugue is slightly different because one voice comes in at one pitch level, and then the composer takes the same material and introduces it at a different pitch level. And so this happens, in this case, four times with four different voices at four different pitches. For example, in this piece that I'm going to play for you, the Chromatic Fugue by Pachelbel. Pachelbel was born 1653 to 1706. Bach died in 1750, so he preceded Bach slightly. And of course, this time period is called the Baroque period. Okay? Bach was the best at constructing these fugues. In this case, the subject comes in at this pitch level. Then Pachelbel introduces the same material at a different pitch level. And then for the third voice, it comes in at a different pitch level. And he introduces the subject at a different pitch level in the bass, or the pedals of the organ. So after these voices are introduced, and they come in each one at a time, then what takes place is called the episode, where the composer allows the voices to sing independent lines, and they go along doing their own thing for a while. And then what happens is he introduces the voices again, just like he did at the beginning. So we have the second exposition. And then after that's done, then we have another episode. And the voices do their own thing. And then maybe we might have another exposition. And then finally, at the end of the fugue, we have a coda, which in Italian, the word coda means tail. So it's the ending of the fugue where he takes the voices and concludes the piece in a beautiful way. So this is this fugue by Pachelbel. Try to listen for the entrances of each individual voice. It might take a few times of listening to hear it exactly. But you'll be able to hear the voices come in. One of the big complaints from people at the time of the Baroque period was that the music was too intellectual. It was too complex to understand. And it is complex for sure. And it does take a certain knowledge to appreciate the construction of the fugue. Bach's children, and everybody in Bach's family was a musician. They thought that whole style of composing fugues and other pieces that Bach wrote was old-fashioned. You know, the kids always say the parents are old-fashioned. Well, so his kids, like CPE, Bach, and so forth, they simplified the music by making the accompaniment and then composing the melody, which is much more easy to comprehend and listen to in one hearing. But fugues are wonderful to listen to. They're magnificent. And the piece that I'm going to play for you is a rather simple fugue, but I think you'll be able to hear the entrances of the voices. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoy this fugue.